I'm wired. Okay. This is gonna be episode 2 of the Now I'm Mad podcast. And guys, the first episode was great. We got a lot of good feedback on our first one. If you guys haven't already watched it, we'll put a link somewhere in the description to go look at that. But we appreciate you guys and hope you guys stick around for the entire episode because we're gonna be talking about some spicy stuff today.
Do you have your list?
Yes, I have my list. Don't memorize. It's up here.
Oh, right, because you're wired.
Yeah, I'm pointing at my brain.
None of the wires are crossed.
Yeah, no wires crossed. Yeah, this is a large Dunkin' Donuts cold brew. By the way, Dunkin' Donuts is the best coffee on this planet.
Tier list right now, favorite coffee places, top 3 right now.
Buzzmill, Dunkin' Donuts. Buzzmill is a small coffee shop in Austin. Buzzmill, Dunkin' Donuts, and then Pete's Coffee.
Dutch Bros isn't on the
No,
list?
Dutch Bros isn't on it.
Oh my god, that's actually crazy.
No, that's on the spot. I'm a big coffee guy for those of you that don't know. I love coffee, and I think Dutch Bros is just straight sugar. So Pete's Coffee is it's close with Dunkin', but I like Pete's Coffee a little bit less. But yeah, Buzzmill is a small shop in Austin. I fucking love that place. Anyways, back to the topic at hand. Now I'm mad. Episode 2. Welcome back, guys. Tim, you got a list for us? I had the list last week. What do you guys got today?
Well, first thing I want to talk about today, just because you had one of your guys compete recently, Mr. Michael Quinn Bow. How did he do this weekend? Because I'm a little bit upset with him.
Yeah. So, for some context, before I talk more about this, Quinn has been one of my clients for a long time. He's been a member at our gym. He's worked with the staff at Game Barbell for upwards of like a year and a half.
Pretty much since we opened.
Yeah, pretty much since we opened. And he's been a great team member alongside us. And he competed this past weekend, and how am I going to put this without getting canceled? This dude he's like an outlier. That's the nicest way I can put it. He's an outlier, like, mentally.
He has a special kind of strength.
Yeah, he's a
Not even like 5 minutes into the podcast and we're already doing this.
Dude, Quinn's gonna listen to this. Dude, you laughing sounds so funny, guys. This is like ASMR.
You ever see that podcast, Two Bears, One Cave?
No.
With Tom Segura and Bert something. Like it's literally the same dynamic where like I just have this nasty high-pitched laugh after everything that gets said. But anyway.
Dude, I went to a comedy show one time and Tom Segura roasted me.
Tom Segura roasted you?
He's the one that roasted me.
That was Tom?
That was the one. You didn't go to that comedy show that night.
Oh yeah, because I got sick.
Yeah, he literally roasted me. So yeah, I wish you were there. He called me the Asian Harry Potter and everything. But yeah, anyways, like I was saying, Quinn is a special kind with a special type of strength. And this entire cut process, you have to cut to make weight in powerlifting. So, assuming you guys don't know what powerlifting is,
like 99%.
Yeah, I know, right? Just act like you guys don't know for the context, you know. He cut like 5 pounds, and 5 pounds isn't a lot for a weight cut. And this kid. So a lot of the weight cut protocol is like going to the bathroom, like in both ways. So he was peeing a lot, which is great, and I gave him this supplement called magnesium citrate to, get the bowels moving. And he drank it right away and didn't understand that he was supposed to go to the bathroom. And he works for Tim right now, so
yeah.
Basically he told me that he was trying to hold it in. He was like, guys, why do I just went to the bathroom. Like, why do I have to go again? And no one explained to him that magnesium citrate was designed to clear your system before surgery. So it's supposed to flush you out. Guys, have you ever tried pissing out of your asshole? That's what it feels like. It literally just straight waterfalls. It's terrible.
I don't know, total sidebar, but I saw this meme on Instagram.
Where can the sidebar go? What?
It is a sidebar because it said something like 4 out of 5 people suffer from diarrhea, and there's that one person that actually enjoys it.
Dude, it's a thing. apparently there's people that really, spicy food fucks you up.
Yeah.
There's people that will literally go out of their way and eat spicy things just to get the pain, or I don't even know if it's pain or pleasure of that the next day. I'm like, You guys are psychopaths.
Yeah. So, but I know some bodybuilders will when they're deep in prep and their fats are severely low.
I just want to feel something.
Well, not only that, but sometimes they'll go out of their way to have a greasy meal to get everything moving again because they're dude, I met you when you were
Are we really talking about this podcast?
Dick skin lean, dude. And I don't know if you ever had problems going to the bathroom, like
I had problems with something, all right.
we're not talking about that. But yeah, I think it was Paul Ravella, if you know him. But we talked about it on a video a few years ago. That was actually one of the first times I visited Austin for Nick Bear and everything. But we were talking about this, that he has sometimes his clients eat like cheeseburgers just to get the bowels moving again.
Why do I feel like you've told me this before?
I probably did.
You probably did. So
But for our listeners,
yeah.
oh, also, 1, 2, 3, because we have 3 cameras.
Let's go, guys. You can put a down payment on a house. Nope. 3 cameras. Nope.
I mean, actually, if we were to quantify this, like my setup is like 5K, yours is like 11.
Yeah.
That one right there.
That one right there.
And that one is, dude. That's literally like a 10% down payment.
That's like a Honda Accord.
It's a decent down payment on a house.
It's a great down payment on a house. Like we'd be living luxuriously. We also would not be living the life that we had if we didn't have these cameras. Like we'd be fucked.
It'd be a pretty boring life. Honestly.
Yeah, no. I'm very happy that I know how to use these and have these with me. So yeah. Anyways, talk more about whatever you're talking about.
Oh no, I'm done. That was a sidebar.
Okay.
Back to Quinn.
Okay, back to Quinn, guys. So in this, let's put some B-roll clips of Quinn lifting and this make it more contextual. But he was 8 for 8 going into the meet. Is that what you wanted me to start with? Like after squat bench?
Yeah, if you want to.
All right, cool. So
because he meet PR on squat. Actually, like total PR on squat. Meet PR. Was it a PR on bench or no?
Yep. So he missed 155 in his last meet. He got it. He got 160 at this meet, which is like a huge PR for him. He's only been lifting powerlifting for like a little over a year, which is like crazy for someone his age to be doing, like hitting these numbers already, which I'm really proud of him for. He's a great athlete, does everything I asked for. No complaints, a little bit of complaints, but just broke them off. But yeah, I worked with him for a year, a little bit over a year. He squatted 217, right? I
think it was 217.
217 and a half. And last week, were you there? No, you weren't training with us. So he squatted 210 like RP 9.5, and the point of a meet peak is supposed to like prime you for that day. So your every single training session leading up to your powerlifting meet probably isn't going to feel the best. And his like last single was like pretty fucking hard. We were like, or he was thinking like, I probably won't go much more than this, but bam, like it's like a stretch reflex with the rubber band. His peak was fantastic on both of those lifts. He hit 217, which is 7.5 kilos over his last squat PR, and those two were great. Going on the deadlifts, this is where it gets kind of funky because I let him think for a second. That was my first mistake.
Oh no!
Like, everyone in the crowd saw me. So Quinn hit his second attempt on deadlift with 220 kilos, which Tim Nazar was also mad at me about. So he made 220 and he's 8 for 8 right now. And he's really happy. He's like, he's like, Nico, put anything on the bar and I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna smoke it. And I grabbed him by the shoulder. I grabbed him like a fucking man. And I was like, Quinn, you had a perfect day so far and I'm gonna let you make a decision. You can do what I want you to do, or you can do what you want to do because if you want to get greedy. And like I gave him the option, and obviously you went for the second option. And it would have been a $400, which would have been nice. But
actually, no, it would have been $399.
Which they didn't tell me that. They didn't tell me that until after I put it. I'm like, why would you guys lie to me like that?
That was my fault.
But also, wait, did you take into account his body weight?
I did. It was 89 too. Yeah.
Double fuck.
I mean, all in all, it was a good performance for him. I mean, his training has been pretty consistent. He looks a lot leaner than the first time I met him.
Yeah, he's been doing his nutrition like to the T.
Shout out Kate. Shout out producer Kate.
Shout out producer Kate, which is she's here in spirit. Like,
yeah.
Our third camera is on top of her desk right now. But yeah, that's one thing, guys. Like dialing the nutrition that I like took that for granted my first few years of powerlifting and.
For any sport, really.
Yeah, honestly, fuck, I keep forgetting there's other sports. Like, dude, like, imagine, like, there are, like, people playing basketball in high school or, like, baseball in high school, and, like, they were taking nutrition seriously, and, like, doing all this stuff to, like, optimize their performance. But, like, no, when I'm 16, I'm not doing that. I'm fucking eating Rice Krispies. I'm eating Frosted Flakes every single day, like.
Well, it's weird. I think that it's easier for kids to do that today just because there's so much more information available, which is why, like, the average like teenager or like sub 20-year-old is better than we were at that age.
Dude, imagine you had pre-workout when you were younger.
Dude, Jack 3D.
I didn't take that.
You didn't take it?
When I was
you
like,
didn't have the DMA,
dude, I didn't take anything when I would raw dog my gains. Like I would go into like a fucking like obviously you're going through gym class, you're going through like math, social studies, like, all these like normal high school stuff, and then you have to go to a game like you're just fried mentally. Like if I had like DMAs? Like, oh my god, bro. Like, I would have been a god, bro.
Have you ever had anything with DMA in it?
No, I actually haven't had caffeine until I was 20 years old. I didn't have, like, coffee at all. I didn't have
But like, even then, you had nothing with
Nope.
DMA.
No, nothing.
When I say that you would feel like you could run through a brick wall, like you could even ask Dylan about it.
Yeah.
Because didn't he say in one of his videos that the gorilla line, it's like the closest thing to the old Jack 3D formula?
Yeah.
Dude, it's so good.
So,
it's so good.
I took DMAs after I had my first year of powerlifting and right before my first meet.
Yeah.
Like I took I think it was this something called God of War by Centurion Labs. Shout out Centurion Labs. I know you're watching this right now. But like it was my first experience with pre-workout and everything else is downhill from there, man. But like DMAs, like I shit you not, guys. One, don't get addicted because I just started saying this, but it is like an out-of-body experience.
Yeah.
And inside of the gym, it literally just feels like you're coming the entire workout, dude. Like the entire time, it's the climax. There's no drop until like you're on the way home from the gym and you're sad and shit. Like,
apparently, it was pretty common for bodybuilders to have amphetamines.
is that what meth feels like?
I mean,
Yeah, you would know, right, guys?
yeah, dude. But no, like back during the pumping iron.
Oh my god, dude.
It was common for bodybuilders to like
Wait,
have
do your
drugs
Arnold
like that.
impersonation right now. You have to for the podcast.
The greatest feeling in the gym is the pump. You know, you do a couple curls, get blood flow to your biceps, and it feels almost as good as coming is. So whenever I'm in the gym, it's like I'm coming at the gym, I'm coming at home, I'm coming everywhere. It's terrific.
Oh my god, guys, Tim has a gift. Like, Tim has an absolute gift. He can impersonate anything, any like voice there is on planet Earth. Tim knows how to impersonate it. And I do not understand how you know how to do that. Like, that was a spot on Arnold impersonation.
It could be a little bit better.
No. So, this is gonna be our thing. Every time we talk about someone else that we know, I'm gonna ask you to fucking impersonate them. And then
You know what?
it sounds so good on this mic, man.
Here's what we need to do. We need to start Patreon.
Oh, God.
And one of the things on like the certain tiers you could submit a request to have me impersonate somebody on each episode. So like if someone wants me to do Muscle Man from regular show, you know who else would do that? My mom.
Dude, that was so funny. Can you please do the Timmy Turner one, please? Just for the fun. Guys, I posted this on my story, and like immediately after I posted, Tim sent me the voice message. I was crying for the next like 20 minutes.
So anybody that doesn't know where this is from,
We'll put the clip in the video, don't worry.
Fairly Odd Parents, the one with Sir Lancelot. Or no, what did he say? Well, thanks a lot, Sir Lanceloodle. But oh, it was King Arthur, and then Timmy got him his like a pair of glasses because he was blind in the episode. And then all of a sudden he goes, "Everything's so clear. I can see. I can fight. You know, I thank thee. I shall call it the shining blade of Leibowitz. How about Excalibur? That works too."
Jesus.
Jojo and Dom outside are all like, what the hell's going on?
Oh my god, bro. I'm actually like tears are coming out of my eyes right now, bro. Holy shit. It literally just doesn't not get funny. So
I don't even know how long we're into this, but like I have so many things to cover on the topic list, and we've gotten to one thing.
I got time. That's all I got today. I cleared my schedule for this, so we're good.
We have schedules?
Yeah, I
That's
know, right?
that's crazy, bro.
Man. We'll make it work though, right?
Yeah.
All right, what's next on the list?
Okay, next thing I want to talk about, and I wasn't even kidding when I posted this on Threads. You want to know what makes me really, really mad? Inser singlets. Makes me so irritated. And this, look, I want to say this, I want to preface this by saying this is not a reflection on any powerlifter that has an inter singlet. But I saw 3 of them at the meet yesterday. Seeing 1 at a meet is a problem enough. And then you go to a local meet and you see 3
All right.
of the singlet.
I'll be honest with you, you're not a real powerlifter if you don't do a meet. Your first meet in them.
My first meet was in like an A6 wrestling singlet.
So did you
I've never had an
Dude.
singlet.
You didn't experience the out of body experience then. My first meet, I'll send you the clip of this. My first meet, it was everywhere. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like,
for context, Nico, what do we call it?
This singlet is literally called the cock and ball singlet. I'm trying to be as serious as it literally rides the hoochie.
It's not even that, but like the leg openings are so big that I'm genuinely terrified that someone's cock and ball is gonna fall out.
Do they still make them like that, or is that the old version?
They do, yeah.
Oh, man.
Like that's the crazy part. Like Insert's like, oh yeah, we're gonna go and make these innovative knee sleeves, put all our R&D budget into it, and still have the cock and ball singlet available for purchase on the website.
You never know, dude. Maybe people are fucking loving that.
No, look. Why do you think that there's an option for the Titan Triumph singlet to have it like double stitched in the crotch area?
I actually didn't know that.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah, there's like an option for like no stitching and then double stitching in the crotch area, and then Insert is just. It's just out there.
Oh god, it's like you said, like their sleeves are the best. Like I also went back to them today.
I actually don't like them,
but I love them. I love them. Like dude, I tried almost every pair of sleeves, and those I always go back to those.
You think it's because it fits your calves a little bit better?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Like, I did the A7s and I couldn't even keep mediums on. I wear extra small SVDs and Titans and. Inserts.
Well, you did wear Titans.
Yeah. I don't anymore. They just say they broke really fast for no reason.
That's been happening to a lot of people, I think.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Where it lasts, what, like 2 to 4 months?
I don't understand
the
why.
back just tears.
It's not. It just snaps. Like it completely snaps. The neoprene. It's not even the stitch. It's the neoprene.
Yeah, it's weird because I think it was the original all black SVDs before mine got stolen. Had a pair of extra smalls. They're probably worth like $700 today, just because price spike. But
you know, I sold mine for $450.
That's crazy.
I know.
My God, I hate it.
I know.
This is what I mean. Like, just focus on getting stronger. That $400 could have gone toward like coaching or something.
I know.
But anyway,
you went right into my camera fund.
But the neoprene in my sleeves, they ripped, but they still felt better than any other sleeve on the market.
Which sleeve is this?
The original all black SPD sleeves.
Yeah.
I think those are the best.
The 2018 winter edition, right?
I think it was 2018. Yeah,
dude, those are. I have those, or I did have those, but those are, they're fucking the nicest ones up. I have one left sleeve of that still, and I don't know where the right one is. You think I can sell one sleeve? Wait, can we talk about the singlet dealing market right now? Can we talk about that?
I mean, yeah, because
hell yeah. I want to talk about
how mad does it go? All right, before hypocrite. How are you going to say it's a problem when I'm going to sell my Philippine singlet?
I'm not saying it's a problem. I'm saying there's people that think it's a problem. What is your opinion about it?
Okay.
I personally have no issue, so that's why I sold mine. I don't give a fuck.
Okay. I could see both sides because I saw people post about this, and I agree. I agree with them. If you didn't earn the singlet and you didn't make the national team for that country, why are you even wearing it? Or like rather, you're not like a world level athlete. Okay. Why are you wearing that? If you're just doing it for shits and giggles and you know it's a meme, like there's no problem with it. But if you're like, I'm a high level lifter, even though I never made a national team, so I'm gonna wear like the Kazakhstan singlet. And everyone thinks I'm hot shit.
Dude, Tim wore the Russia singlets.
Bro, everybody got... Story behind that. I didn't know that people would get mad at me for this, and it completely went over my head, because this is when the Ukraine-Russia war first started. And then and mind you, this might as well have been like the complete opposite of the Inter singlet, because this was really riding up my hoochie. Yeah. Like the area between my asshole and my balls, it was bad.
I mean, that wasn't extra small, dude.
It wasn't, yeah, and I didn't know that because the tag was all messed up on it and stuff. And I somehow fit into it. I don't know how. But I must have gotten like 6 or 7 comments like, really? During this time you're wearing this singlet? Like, look, I didn't know. Okay? But anyway, talk about the market.
So let's just be straightforward. Like, you can ego check me after this. I bought the Philippine singlet, or I traded for it. So you're telling me if I moved to the Philippines and competed for the national team, I wouldn't get it?
I never.
No, I'm asking hypothetically. Would I be able to get it?
Yeah.
Then why is that cringe then?
Oh, I see your point.
Like,
So that's like me going to Peru
yes.
and getting the okay.
Like, I literally want to represent my country that I'm from. So, like, it's not even, like, I know for a fact if I lived in the Philippines and competed for the national team, I would just get, like, what's the difference? Like,
That's a solid point.
I'm not even trying to be, like, have a huge head about it, but,
Yeah.
like, it literally, like, I just want to represent my home country. And for people that, like, you know, are kind of against you representing that, or, like, you know, on the fence of you not earning your singlet, then, I don't know, like I said, it's just like a t-shirt to me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just representing what I believe in, what I like to see, what I like to wear.
From that perspective, I think it depends on the country because I know like a lot of.
So you were in a Russia singlet, right?
Well, I was gonna say the USA singlet because I think that's what people are most irritated about. Because do you remember when SBD USA specifically made the USA singlet available for purchase, and everybody and their mother decided to get it?
Yeah.
And then it kind of devalues the meaning of the Team USA singlet for the top level athletes.
Yep.
That I understand can get annoying. But then on the other hand, you could take a look at it like collecting Jordans, collecting Pokemon cards. Like if you're just doing it for the sake of collecting the singlets, that's a completely different story.
So, like, you're telling me, like, remember that happened, like, last year, right?
Yeah.
Like, what if John Hack bought one?
What, a Team USA singlet?
Yeah, like, what if he just bought one?
I mean, he already represented.
All right, think of someone else then. Like, someone that, like, just wants to represent the USA and, like, they're a high-level lifter, like, doesn't have to be the best.
I guess so. Well, here again, I'm trying to think of it from the perspective of the athletes that earned the singlets instead of just straight, like, flat out buying them, you know? I can see how they get annoyed at it.
Yeah, and it's just annoying. That's it. Like, don't have to be so butthurt about it. Like, I just feel like you're just riling people up because, like, you are being so defensive because I earned this. Like, you're gatekeeping you. Like, you don't want anyone else to be like you. Like, okay, like, relax. It's not that serious. You're literally just wearing clothes.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, I'm mad.
No, like I said, I see both perspectives on that, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter.
Thank you, dude. Like I said, it's like just
In
wearing
the
a t-shirt.
end, it doesn't even matter.
You should like play that background in the background softly. Just like a Michael Bay production.
Oh, God.
All right, what's next on the list? Let's keep going. God, this
so-
is fun. I love doing this.
You follow Celine, right? Celine Crum?
Yep.
Celine the Machine.
Yeah, she's cool. She's
I saw
really
something
strong.
happen on her Instagram within the last 2 weeks. First off, shout out Celine because
We know you're watching.
she is awesome. Very, very strong lifter. But there was something that happened on her Instagram. She posted a video of her deadlifting in some random gym that just happened to have a deadlift platform. It was kind of like a commercial gym. And then someone in the comment section complained, like, can you just please go to a gym that's actually built for deadlifting because you're kind of like intimidating everybody else and you shouldn't, like, here's the thing.
Ooh, that's messy.
Here's the thing. I understand that we all have different, I guess, styles of gyms. Like you're gonna have your commercial gyms, your CrossFit gyms, powerlifting gyms, whatever. But if that's literally the only gym that happens to be in your area that's convenient for you, like let's say you're on vacation and this is the only gym within like a 20-minute drive, you know, and it just happens to have a deadlift platform. Just go there and deadlift. It really doesn't matter all that much. I don't get it because we're just all here to get better, bro. Like, why go? Here's the other thing. Why go to a gym if you're going to feel intimidated by someone just lifting more than you? You know?
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
Like, basically, everyone goes to the gym to better themselves.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna pull it up and read the comments for more context.
yeah, like when I go to a gym, like it doesn't matter where I'm going. Like I don't care if other people feel some type of way about me. You know, I'm just there to focus on what I have to do at the gym.
Yeah.
Especially for a level like a lifter of her caliber, like she needs to just go in and do. She was probably doing her own thing too, right?
She
not,
was,
not talking to anyone and like just like lifting.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure no one was like intimidated. You know, it's just a girl deadlifting. Like I don't know. That's just kind of frustrating to see. Like it, like you said in the last episode, like this community is just like it's people pleasing. Like everywhere you go.
Yeah.
Every single community.
Yeah, the person said, go to a gym that's specifically for heavy deadlifting. The owners of commercial gyms have a right to not want you there. First off,
holy, that is.
But it gets even better. First off, response to that point, the owners of commercial gyms don't even know who their members are. Like the owner of, do you know who the owner of LA Fitness is?
No.
Do you know who the owner of Planet Fitness is? 24 Hour Fitness? Nobody fucking knows. Oh, they don't want you there. First off, that's invalid. And then
they want your money. That's all they want.
You're literally just a number to them.
Yeah. Dude.
And the thing is, and before I get to the last point, more and more commercial gyms, and we know this because we have a quote unquote soft partnership with the LACO.
It's so flaccid.
It's a flaccid relationship. More and more commercial gyms like LA Fitness and 24 Hour Fitness are partnering up with the LICO and getting those like platforms that have the squat stand and the deadlift platform attached to it so people can do these heavy lifts. And this gym had a platform for deadlifting, but she said to end it, no hate, but don't go where you're not wanted. That's the part that blows my balls off.
What the fuck? Who commented that? Is it like
You
someone
know
with
what?
no followers?
Huh?
Is it like someone with no followers?
Yeah, it was just some rando, and
Yeah,
like the part that blows my mind on that, like when I screenshotted this, I think it was today.
It's like a brand new account.
It has like 17 likes, so there's 17 additional people that share that opinion. Don't go where you're not wanted. Like, I'm sorry that you're the arbiter of like where people should go to deadlift, you know?
Yeah, put the picture of the arbiter from Halo.
Every time I say that, that's exactly what I think of.
Dude, Halo 2 and 3 are the best Halo there is.
You ever watch
Sidebar.
You ever watch that series, Army and the Chief?
No.
Dude, it's so funny. It's that was like the beginning of YouTube.
Don't even get me started because you put me on a Dragon Ball Abridged and I finished it in a week. So don't even fucking get me started on a new YouTube series to start right now.
But yeah, it's just like the fact that Celine, one of the nicest people, was discriminated against just because she wanted to go in and deadlift.
Just because she's strong.
Just because she's strong.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what? Where's that gym we're going?
I don't.
We're going and we're deadlifting there.
Oh my God.
I'm DMing her right now.
Celine?
Yes.
Where was that gym?
Yeah, where's that gym? Because I need to go deadlift there right now.
Yeah, but
Could you imagine? That'd be such a funny skit for us to do. Oh my God. Just bring a kabuki deadlift bar and just like max out.
Oh my God. Speaking of which, there was a post on King of the Lifts that was made a few months ago where someone brought a kabuki bar to LA Fitness and loaded up all the plates on it. And I commented on it because the kid was strong. Like, I think he was like 16 and pulled like close to 800 pounds, if not 800 pounds. It's like, yeah, that's strong. And I said like it was the ultimate shit post. And you know what a shit post is, right? It's not like a shit quality post. It's just like you're doing it for the meme.
So you get the top like comment?
I got the top like comment. It's like, oh, like, why are you bringing this kid down? He's so strong.
And isn't it the kid that won, or he got the world record, right? He pulls like 725 to chip Nabil.
Maybe it was him. I don't know.
That kid is a savage, guys. He like got a lot of doubters and haters in his comments leading up to the meet because he wouldn't be able to hold anything out, but he fucking proved everyone wrong. Kudos to that kid. I don't know your name, but if you're watching this, we know you are. Congrats, man. Congrats on the world record.
I'll try to find his name. Next thing that I want to discuss.
We're flowing today. I'm wired.
The states and regionals thing for USAPL.
Oh, I actually do want to talk about this. Nice.
Because I think we're going to be the first podcast to actually talk about it. I don't think anybody else has talked about it. And granted,
no, I think Steve did.
They probably did a better job than we're going to do.
Yeah.
We're just too.
We're not. What's the right terminology?
We're not politically correct.
Yeah, we're politically incorrect. There we go. What is it? What? I was gonna say we're not reporters or news reporters, some shit like that, but okay, we're not politically incorrect. Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. So for anybody that doesn't know what's going on with that, then again, by the way, we broke 100 listeners on the first episode.
Let's go!
But
Go us!
That was audio only.
Damn.
That was. I think that was pretty good.
Guys, we're making something special here. Appreciate you guys.
But for those of you that don't know what's going on, basically what USAPL is thinking of doing, because it's not finalized yet, is by 2025, they're going to make it a necessity for you to hit your qualifying total for Raw Nationals if it's your first time competing at Raw Nationals at either a state meet or a regional level meet. There's a couple problems that I see with this, and I talked to Marshall about it a little bit on Threads.
I know Marshall's listening to this. I know he is.
Great guy, by the way. The thing is, I think there needs to be some sort of qualifying total or dots, whatever, set in place for both states and regionals. States is a little bit finicky because there are some states that's our only meet that they ever host in a year, like South Dakota, or like if anybody's listening and you live in South Dakota, can you confirm if you have more than one meet per year? But
I know Kentucky for sure only has like one meet a year.
Yeah.
So
So from that, I completely understand. But with regionals, if the point is to make these meets a little bit more competitive and a little bit more hyped, there should be a qualifying total that's not 75 kilos for regionals. And I still want to know why they did that, because 75 kilos, that's basically saying like,
you can do a meet.
Just do the meet. Like that's literally the bar and the collars, and you just do that for squat, bench, and deadlift.
I think what they just want to do is like kind of make nationals like a little bit more exclusive, because if you guys saw this year, it fucking sold out like crazy. It was fast. Like once the council took over like social media, they told everyone to sign up. That's when it filled up in a second. So I think to kind of refrain from that ever happening again, they had to like make regionals like a second level in order to get to nationals.
Yeah.
And like it makes it a little bit more exclusive because of that. I do agree with like the whole 75 kilo thing. Like there should be some other requirement or something like that. I think, like you said, like a dots requirement probably a little bit better than like a, just doing a meet.
Yeah.
Because I know there's like a lot of people too that they don't want to peak twice a year, 3 times a year.
Yeah.
Like, they don't have to. Like what's the point of signing up? It's just a money grab. You want to sign up for a small meet, do like the bar.
Yeah.
And then do regionals where you actually have to try it and do nationals. That's 3 times like you're competing. That's like another extra registration fee. You might have to travel for it.
Yeah.
Like that. You don't want to pay for that.
Yeah. The only other thing that I want to know though, because they weren't clear on this, and I don't expect them to be because it's just a proposal right now and there's nothing set in place, is they said that it's for first-time national competitors. Now, does this mean that if you competed in like 2015, 2016, where the qualifying total was
the bar?
It was a lot lower for Raw Nationals, and this isn't to take it away from anybody, but if you competed in like 2016, you take like 8 years off of competing, and then you decide to do a local meet, are you eligible for Raw Nationals because you didn't do states or regionals?
Dude, if you competed 8 years ago and you're still powerlifting, you should be a lot stronger.
Yeah.
You should be a lot stronger.
No, I get, but I guess what I'm saying though is like, would those lifters have to do the state or regional meet because they already did Raw Nationals at least once in their life?
I thought it was like for everyone, so like I thought I wouldn't even have to do the state meet too.
No, at least according to the way it was written, the way I'm interpreting it, and if anybody can confirm this, it's for people that are competing at Raw Nationals for the very first time in their life. So you and me, like all we would have to do is a local meet, and like according to this, we would just hit the QT and we qualify for Raw Nationals.
I think we're quitting though, Tim, right? Yeah, we're
not. I'm not talking about this right now.
Yeah, we're both done, guys. Don't worry.
God damn it, man. I mean, I don't even know when this episode is going live.
It's going live as soon as it's done. It being edited.
Oh no!
Anyway, what's the next topic?
I'll talk about that next week. But listeners, do you agree with this, I guess, rule change? Because there can be a lot of good that comes out of it, but I still think for Raw Nationals to be a little bit more exclusive, because like, let's be honest, it's the biggest money grab for USAPL all year, which is great.
It kind of sucks.
Because especially with all the shit that USAPL has gone through with like the lawsuit and then leaving the IPF and all that other stuff, like there needs to be some recuperation of money.
Yeah.
And Raw Nationals, it's a money grab. It's great for the company. But still, if you want to make it more exclusive, then you need to raise the QTs. Like you need to crank the QTs to like 12.
Yeah, like crank QTs.
Yeah. Like
I just think like collegiate nationals, like there needs to be like another level like they're trying to get. Like I think if they make regionals like as hype as nationals, then more people will sign up for that.
So what I'm thinking actually, just because for one reason or another, I was looking at like the American Open 1 and 2 and nationals for weightlifting.
I wonder why you're looking at that.
But the way I'm looking at it, regionals could essentially be like AO Series 1 and 2, and then like AO Finals. And then there's like the national meet that's separate, where there's a qualifying total for AO 1 and 2, and there's a qualifying total for nationals.
Yep.
So that way there is significantly more exclusivity. And you were just at weightlifting nationals. How many competitors would you say there were?
I would say it was like the size of a regional meet.
So about like 350 people?
Yeah, at most.
And see, like that is true exclusivity because with AO1 and 2, at least after I did my research, there's like upwards of 1,000 competitors because the bar is set relatively low, but they still set a cap on the amount of lifters that can compete there. I think that USAPL needs to move towards that where, like you said, regionals is the hype meet, and then from regionals, like if you want to set it where like, okay, you need to do regionals and you qualify for nationals, that's fine. But the qualifying total or dots for nationals needs to be significantly higher, especially because people are just getting stronger anyway.
What would you feel if like there was like this other event like in the middle of the year that was just like a primetime meet for like all the weight classes? Like that's where the finals was for the weight classes, just for like people to watch.
So isn't that what they're trying to introduce? Because I think
I don't know.
I think I saw this the other day that they're introducing something called the World Cup. Let me go back to threads.
We are actually the first ones to report this.
I don't think we're the first ones.
Screw you, Steve. I know you're watching and listening to this.
Oh, 6 subpar powerlifting memes follow me on on threads.
Dude, Tim is on threads all the time, bro. If you're never following Tim on threads, go ahead.
I want to know who runs that account. Yeah. So 6 days ago, it was the first part was they were talking about the introduction starting in 2025, and then although totals achieved at local meets will no longer qualify one for 2025 nationals, qualifying totals achieved during the current or prior calendar year at state, regional, national, World Cup, or pro meets will continue to be valid as qualifiers.
Dude.
So does this mean we're finally going to have a world level meet? Because that's essentially what we're trying to move towards anyway, isn't it?
I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, I mean, the way I look at it is it would be
like
the
USAPL Korea and USAPL.
The best lifters from all of our USAPL affiliates, because I don't even know when they're going to be introducing this World Cup, but I'm assuming by the time we actually have that event in place, we're going to have significantly more affiliates. Because I think we only have a handful right now.
I'm moving to the Philippines, guys.
Is there a USAPL Philippines?
Yeah, there is.
Okay.
Yeah, it was on the list.
Got it.
Then I'm gonna earn my world singlet.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna earn it.
I kind of want to do this as a joke. One episode I was talking to the guys about this the other day. I'm gonna show up one day in just like a track jacket, and it's gonna be completely random. You're gonna have no idea when I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna show up in like this basic singlet, but I'm going to
You're gonna podcast in a singlet.
I'm gonna print the Soviet Union emblem right here on the front and show up in like a fur cap and say that I earned my Soviet Union singlet and I'm representing them.
Holy shit. So you want to get kids? We should just come in costume in like one, like every
I want to do that.
All right,
and that could be another thing for the Patreon.
Yep, sounds good.
They pick the costume for the next episode.
All right, guys, get to the main costume.
Like, dude, can you imagine like one of us showing up in like a witch doctor outfit and just podcast, like the thing with the long nose? I'm not talking about my face. I'm talking about the actual mask.
You have one. So.
No, I'm saying like the whole outfit.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, I know. I can definitely see us doing that because we're that type of weird.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely. I'm down.
But
Patreon it is.
But yeah, viewers, let us know your thoughts
on what you want to see Tim in next.
In his birthday suit. Okay, next thing. And we kind of talked about this once already on the other podcast. We talked last week about there being a lot of screaming in the gym, people with fake personalities, this and that. But, devil's advocate, and we did talk about this one time. What are your thoughts on this statement? Influencers are necessary for the growth of powerlifting. Good or bad?
Good. I say good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I say good. I'm hard good too, like not even looking the other direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So but it's, so what you're saying is it's okay for us to be annoyed at this type of stuff, but we still see the other side of the equation where if it gets enough traction, it's going to pull people towards the sport or at least get them interested in it.
Yep. Just because I don't like something doesn't mean other people aren't gonna like it, you know?
Yeah.
That's my opinion. Like if I don't like that mic'd up content that we talked about the last episode, there are like probably hundreds of thousands of other people that might love that content.
Yeah.
And that they might be hooked on the powerlifting because of that. And like I said, if just because I and a few people think that it's not the coolest thing in the world, not like the most entertaining thing in the world, then it doesn't matter. Like, it's still gonna help for the sport.
Yeah, because I think that it's like a very small group of people. When I say small, meaning like 100, 150 people, us included, that are vocal about being annoyed with, or whether it's shared in a group chat or something. But it's like always the same people complaining about like this type of stuff.
I mean, I'm sure people think our content is annoying, you know?
I mean, I know that.
There are gonna be people out there that think that also, and like, I can say for a fact what we're doing for the sport of powerlifting is help growing it. You know? Like, I can say that confidently.
Mm-hmm.
So I have no problem leaning more towards, yes, seeing every type of content for the sport of powerlifting going to help grow it, rather than, no, it's not going to help grow the sport, you know?
Yeah.
So that, I'm hard yes.
Yeah, it's just a little bit hard because, I don't know. I'm so used to like powerlifting being taken a little bit more seriously, and granted, I don't know these people that I complain about. I really don't. So I'm just like making an assumption of their personality based off type of content, which is social media in a nutshell. But I can only assume that they don't take their training seriously, and it's almost like the amount of athletes that do take their training seriously is slowly dying, and it's being overshadowed by this type of stuff. You know, or rather, let me phrase this a little bit better. The athletes that truly deserve eyes on them are being overshadowed by this type of content.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I think that's the part that annoys me the most.
Yeah.
Because you could take some like we'll take Deuce Gruden for example.
Yeah.
We know who he is, just because we follow powerlifting, we follow the top level athletes, but like the average curly headed lifter probably doesn't know who Deuce Gruden is, which is a little bit sad. Actually, I think Nick Manders posted about this the other day.
I love Nick.
I've never had a conversation
dude,
with Nick.
So
he seems like a good kid.
He's so fucking funny, dude.
Yeah.
Nick, I know you're watching this too, man.
Someone's gonna send this. Tim, don't put my name in your fucking mouth. But he posted the other day because someone quoted him that I think he had a conversation with someone in the gym the other day, and he asked if they knew who Ray Williams was. They didn't know. It's like, that's a little bit sad.
They know who Jesus was?
See, I don't know about that. I don't know about that, but they didn't know who Ray Williams was. Just because like dude, he's the first person to squat 1,000 like raw in comp.
I saw
like everybody should. That was at Washington Nationals, right?
Yeah.
But everybody should know who that is,
Yeah.
And you have all these people that are sure they're getting introduced to the sport and everything, but they actually love powerlifting.
If you take away social media, I guarantee you like 65% of the community would fall off.
Yeah.
Like that's the sad part.
Yeah.
There are a few people that truly, truly love powerlifting. Like, it sucks. You're absolutely right about that, and that was a fair point. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
I still feel like my opinion still stands about leaning more towards yes, because like even like say there are people that are not even following them or not even following us, and that pops into their explore because of like the algorithm or some shit. Like then they know what powerlifting is, and it doesn't matter if they continue to follow that person and like learn through them, but they might see us. They might see other people that are good for the community.
Yeah.
So God, I have such a big head in this podcast. Holy shit.
Hey, well, I mean, I don't think it's being big-headed because there's like, I think like it's an objective statement to say that there's very few people that put out content for the sake of growing like any community that they're a part of. Like we do this because like we genuinely care about growing like whatever facet of fitness we're involved in.
We also love making content, so that's one thing.
That too. But I mean, like we do this because we care about the sport. We want more people to know about the sport. So it's not being big-headed at all. It's like we know what we're doing.
Yeah. I actually hate talking about myself a lot. It just gets.
Bro, you record videos of yourself and put them on YouTube. What are you talking about?
Some dude sent me posted on a story the other day of him working on a commercial gym, and he sent me a video of me on the commercial gym TV, and I was like, what the
Bro, that's actually a little bit crazy.
I was like, that's insane, dude.
That's a little bit crazy.
Yeah. I want to sidebar to that real quick. How's like your relationship with content creation been?
It's been a lot better. I talked about this on TikTok, which yes, I'm still on Nico.
Fuck that app.
The biggest problem that I had was never having my own space to create content, just because if anybody follows me on YouTube, I get very weirded out about recording with people around me.
Yeah, I'm like one of the only people that Tim is comfortable recording with.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Now, granted, like there's going to be friends and everything where, yeah, sure, it's going to be organic and whatnot. But I felt very uncomfortable recording things at home just because it's like, I don't know, if my parents were listening on the other side of the door. I was like, oh my God, my son's doing so much right now. Mom and Dad, I love you, but it was like a little bit weird. They're so supportive. They're so supportive. Like I'll sidebar to your sidebar, and I'll get back to my point. But I was on the phone with them the other day, and my dad's just like gassing me up. It's like, Tim, like you are such a good talker. Like, I'm really not that good of a talker. It's just like I say the first thing that comes to mind, and sometimes it gets me in trouble. I'm just like overspoken a little bit, but thanks, Dad.
Oh,
but I would say my relationship is a little bit better. Like mainly because I have a little bit more free time and freedom of creativity.
Yep.
That's the thing that I really lacked. And having the space, especially because as much as I loved starting my YouTube channel purely based on me working out, I kind of wanted to pull back from that a little bit.
Yep.
And focus more on informative content. And I guess it's kind of similar to what you said. I don't want it to be about me. I want to put out information that's going to help people.
Yep.
And I guess that's kind of why people get a little bit annoyed with my content, because it's all about the lifter and not about like for the greater good type stuff. Which is another thing. I'm sorry for saying this. I get annoyed by this every single time. But there is a clear differentiation between an influencer and an entertainer.
Tim has been talking about this for years, guys.
Because I get very annoyed by it.
I know you do.
I get very annoyed by it. It's like, you put up content that makes people laugh. Are you an influencer? No, you're an entertainer. Are you putting up any informative content that's going to educate people for the long term? No, you're an entertainer. You are not an influencer.
A rebuttal to that. Would you call someone that is only strong and doesn't post any informative content an entertainer?
I call them an athlete.
I know there's a third option. I thought there was only two options.
Rebuttal to your rebuttal.
Holy shit. Okay, I mean that's fair. They're an athlete then. But
I
like there's a negative stigma when it comes to the word entertainer. Is it the same thing that it would be like with an athlete, or?
I think that like the negative stigma is just like labeling everybody as an influencer. There needs to be clear like categorizations.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. This is one thing that riles Tim up.
Yeah. I don't know. I just get annoyed by it because like there are people that like it's sort of morally corrupt. That's my issue with it, because they're putting out content and gassing themselves up with everything that they post. Their fan base gasses them up and they call themselves an influencer, but it's like, who are you actually influencing? Like, you're not putting out content for the sake of educating people and making their lives better. Now, it's a different story if you motivate people to go to the gym. I guess you could categorize them as an influencer that way. But if you're just making skits in the gym and that's your shtick, like you're just an entertainer.
You know what I hate about the word influencer? Whenever I hear that word, the only thing that I think about is like as like a like a business owner, like it's someone that you can use to get like code uses. That's literally what I associate the word influencer with, and I hate it. Like, can it be like another term? Like, can you just call it content creator? Would that be better?
I think that's a little bit better. Yeah.
Yeah. I just feel
content creators.
The word influencer it just sounds so like, and it feels so messy. Like I just don't like associating with that because it's just like you're being used for like code uses.
Yeah.
You know.
Like if someone asked you what you do professionally, what would you say? I'm an influencer. That sounds weird.
Yeah. You say you create content for a living.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I mean that's usually what I say. It's like I'm part owner of a gym and I create content.
Yeah, I that's literally what I say. I just say I create content for a living. That's what I do. I mean I do like for video work and stuff like that. But yeah, like I said, like influencer is just like an ugly word. Now I'm mad. Episode 2, influencers.
We need to find that button.
I know. Like, patent pen, now I'm mad.
What trinkets should we get for here?
Trinkets? Let us know, guys. I don't know. I'm down to put anything besides this hammer here. This hammer's so out of place.
No, the hammer's staying. It's either that or a big ass wrench.
I know. I know exactly where to find one.
We're not taking the one from the gym. We need that. Okay. We need that for when we need to fix things.
What's next on the list?
Oh! Here's something that grinds my gears. People knowing what their problems are when it comes to lifting, but doing nothing to fix them.
Oh yeah.
How many people do we know like this?
I am one.
But you have such a good routine though.
Yeah, no, it's just, I know there's problems to fix. It just sucks because there's the time period to be doing that, and I haven't had the time period to do it yet. Like, for example, I'm really fucked up in my SI joint right now, and I know the rehab drills I need to do to fix that, and I just have no way of doing that because I need to stay doing the heavy stuff I'm doing in my program.
When did you mess up your SI joint?
It's been messed up. I don't like complaining about it. I hate complaining about it like a lot. And every time I talk about being injured, it's just like, it feels like people expect me to do good all the time, and I just don't want any more pressure. So I just like, don't talk about it, you know?
Yeah, I really hate when people openly complain like, oh yeah, my nutrition hasn't been great, my sleep hasn't been great. It's like, okay, those are like two very simple things to fix, but you're just not doing anything about it.
It's crazy because I do take care of that stuff, and I'm still injured. That's the thing, when you guys do powerlifting for as long as me and Tim have, like, you'll realize that you are injured literally 98% of the time. And the 2% is when you're competing.
What I tell people, oh yeah, because someone asked me about this on my Instagram story the other day, like,
you should do more Q&As, by the way. That one got a lot, I'm sure you got a lot of traction on that.
I enjoy doing that. They asked me what the best advice is when you're dealing with a setback or an injury.
Our whole lives are setbacks.
Well, that's morbid. God, man. But when you decide to do any athletic activity, it's almost like you're signing a contract stating that you need to be okay with the fact that you might get injured at least once. You know, everybody's going to deal with injuries. Whether you're a beginner, top level athlete, everybody's going to have injuries. And the best thing to do is and sidebar, I guess. We're having a lot of sidebars this
we did a sidebar counter.
Rebuttals. The best thing to do is just sort of accept it for what it is. Don't really complain about it because complaining is just like wasted energy.
Yep.
And just keep moving and just accept that things are eventually going to get better. Broken bones are a different story. Torn ligaments are a different story. But like a little bit of irritation in your back, like me the other day, I was doing Romanian deadlifts and it was already a bad deadlift session as is. And I think I had 170 kilos, 375 pounds for the American system. But I was on my last set and all of a sudden my left lower lat, I felt like TV static. And I was like, this is not gonna feel good in a couple days. And then I woke up the next morning, it's like, okay, I can't get out of bed now. This is fantastic. But for Romanian deadlifts of all things, like bro, like conventional, I've pulled 300 kilos and then like doing Romanian deadlifts with sub 400 pounds, like, oh, I messed up my back, you know? It's annoying.
Yeah, it's really annoying. And honestly, I just don't know what to tell you guys besides you just need to get over it. Like, I have no sympathy for injuries because I've herniated a disc, I've torn a hamstring, I've fractured my humerus. Like, I've fucking done, name an injury and I bet you I've had it. Like,
Had a broken heart.
I had a broken heart. That was the worst one of them all. That was the worst one of them all. God damn it. But honestly, that's what made, I'm not gonna lie, getting an injury and getting past an injury, I'm certain you were fucking 10 times stronger than that. Like, I swear to God, injuries are like, it pulls you back, but it just flings you even more forward than you were before.
Yeah, it's almost like a learning experience.
Especially the heartbreak.
Oh my, we're not. You said at the end of the last episode, yeah, oh yeah, we're gonna talk about relationships. Hell no, we're not talking about relationships, bro. Hell no, I'll get canceled for that. That one we're not talking about. But yeah, back to my point. It's just because like I know so many people like, oh, I didn't get enough sleep. Why not? Oh, I just stayed up. Why did you stay up? Oh, I was on my phone. Why were you on your phone? Oh, TikTok. Why were you on TikTok? It's just like such simple solutions to the problems. And it's just like when people, I think like the driving point is when people complain about things they're easily able to fix. It doesn't even have to be related to lifting. It's just like, don't even talk to me at that point. It's just very annoying because I'm going to tell you just fix it.
You know what I thought of this morning? This is like completely related to that. I was sitting in the gym and it was 78 degrees.
Oh, that's so nice.
And I'm sitting there. It's like that every morning, by the way. Every single morning.
Well, I mean,
in Austin.
Dog pack, coming to train.
But I'm sitting there and I'm just like, dude, there's people that are complaining about it being 105 degrees in our gym. but they won't wake up early to work out when it's literally 80 degrees.
Yeah.
Like that's what makes me upset.
I think we were gonna do a reel on that, and we decided to do the equipment thing instead.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, and
like dude, it feels great in the morning. It feels
Yeah.
so good in the morning.
Yeah.
Like, the breeze from the outside, when I open all the bay doors at the same time, you can literally feel the temperature drop. Like it feels like it's like 75 in the gym. It feels so good.
I think it's sort of like a lack of self-awareness with people, and that's not to say that we're perfect because we suck at it too.
Yeah.
But it's like, to your point, like people know what they need to do to fix it. It's just they don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Just like wake up a little bit early.
Like, you know, do you think I want to wake up at 5 a.m. to work out?
I mean, dude, you're so used to that though.
I know. I used to train at 4:30 in the morning. Like I had to. Like there's no choice.
You're absolutely crazy for that.
But like I said, like if you really want it, like dude, like I said, with if everything was just handed to you, like yeah, your life would be so much easier. But like, would it feel just as good getting what you wanted? No. Like I feel like my PRs feel so much better because everything that I'm doing leading up to those PRs, like I fucking earned it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like waking up at 5 every single day leading up to Raw Nationals, like going for a 4,000 step walk. Like tracking my food, sleeping at fucking 9 o'clock every night. Like I don't want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I want to stay up playing video games all night. I want to play fucking God of War, play Elden Ring. Like I want to do all these things. I want to eat all you can eat Korean barbecue every single other day. Like there's so many things I want to do. You just can't. And when you hit those PRs, that's gonna make it feel 10 times better.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't handed to me.
You want to know the crazy part? People will label that as toxic.
How's that toxic?
That's what I'm saying.
It's because of the community that we live in right now. We talk this.
That's what I'm saying.
Every single
it
episode
blows my mind.
God, I'm now.
Like I didn't know that like being disciplined was a sign of toxicity. Do you think that counting macros and calories and just being that meticulous with your nutrition is an eating disorder?
No.
Why?
You're talking to someone that's been boiling their chicken.
That's what I'm saying though. Isn't that kind of an eating disorder?
No, I think it's an eating disorder if like I would make myself throw up, you know, like after I'm eating like this. If I feel really guilty to the point where mentally it would mess me up.
I guess the only argument people can make is that you just have a really bad relationship with food at that point. But on the other hand, like you're doing it for the purpose of being a better athlete.
I'll do that again. Like I will boil my chicken and have brown rice every day until Raw Nationals if I can go 9 for 9 in one day.
Yeah.
Like I would 100% do that. That's so worth it.
I think just like those people are kind of soft a little bit.
You know, like my dad like used to talk to me about stuff because he would like we'd go out to eat and I just like have water.
Yeah.
All the time this happened to me, and he would just feel really bad for me and like not know what to say at all, and he would just tell me that he's fucking proud of me every single time. Like I just wouldn't eat, like self-control, and like that's the shit that got me through that entire diet because it's just motivationally like helped me because like at that point I'm at my mental like low from like not being able to eat with my family, not being able to do all this shit with my family. Like that helped me go on a little bit further, like it just nudged me forward towards my goal. And like I said, it's so worth it at the end of the track, wherever you at the end of the finish line, like getting that 9 for 9, hitting those PRs, like it is so worth it.
Yeah.
I hope you can all experience like something like that, like sacrificing. Like that's literally what it is.
Yeah.
Like sacrificing in order to get the goals, hit the PRs that you want, like that is like probably one of the best feelings I've ever had. And that's why I love powerlifting stuff. It's not social media, it's not the following count, not the like count. It's feeling like you accomplished something like that with that much grit, that much determination to go through it. So that's what kind of got me into powerlifting.
Yeah. Some people will say that like trying to be a top level athlete or just trying to do anything good athletic wise, they say that it doesn't translate to regular day-to-day life. It's the complete opposite. Like literally everything that I developed in powerlifting, like especially the discipline aspect, has carried over to my actual life.
Yeah. It just sucks too. It's just because like you and I both know we both don't have like elite genetics. And just because of that alone, we have to work even harder because we have no room for error.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that I had to kind of mature and realize, like I would be messing up a lot in training. I would be like fumbling the bag. Like, what the fuck happened? Like, and it was because like I ate out the night before.
Yeah.
I slept 6 hours instead of 8. And like those little errors costed me in my training that was really important.
I mean, dude, that's why I stopped drinking.
You know, I actually stopped too. I haven't drank in a long time, so I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah.
Like seriously drank. Like 1 beer every fucking 4 months doesn't count.
Yeah. Well, I think it's also like Like there would be times that I would, because like, you know that one bottle of sake that I really, really like? It's like a $16 bottle, it's like big. But there'd be so many times where I go to HEB because they sell it there. And I would just buy it because it's like, yeah, I'm stressed out. I want to have a little something to, take away the pain. But now it's like, I don't even give it a second thought.
Yep.
And I love it because, and maybe it's a little bit different, like when we were younger, like the wine thing was, it was good for us because it was the extra calories and stuff. But now because I think the thing that we're dealing with the most right now is stress, and adding alcohol consumption to that is not going to do anything good for us.
Not at all.
Yeah. So I've completely stopped. Like I don't drink beer anymore. Like no liquor, no wine, like none of that stuff. And dude, like I feel so much better because of that.
Yeah. It just sucks too, because like if you drink for one day, you could feel it for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I hate that I'm saying that. Like, it's not an exaggeration. Like my training, like the next 5-6 days after drinking, like it just, you could feel the inconsistency. You could feel like, I'm such a routinely based person that you know that more than anyone. Like I do the same thing and I love doing the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Doing something like going out, like one, it fucks with my sleep schedule. The alcohol is like basically poison inside your body. And it just throws you off completely. And it wasn't even on your list. Like we're going in on this right now.
No, it wasn't actually.
That's really good. No, but yeah, like taking something like that, like out of our lives, is probably one of the best decisions that we've ever done.
Yeah.
So,
now we do something arguably unhealthy, but
it's not, dude.
I know.
Dude.
It's weird. Like I was watching this one video the other day, and anybody that's educated in the topic, please correct me if I'm wrong, but they said that nicotine consumption can actually raise your testosterone levels.
I'm hard thinking about that.
It's like, yeah, we just become like really bad habitual smokers, like smoke a pack a day. Like, I would never do it. I would never touch a cigarette. I've never smoked a cigarette, never vape, none of that, but cigars, it's nice.
I like doing it like when you have long days, instead of like even looking at alcohol, we just like smoke a cigar real quick and then go back home. That's it. And that's something we've been doing, and it just like helps mentally, it helps a lot.
Yeah.
And it's not even like we're addicted to anything either. Like it'd be a problem if we were doing like every single day. Every single day is that's kind of a problem.
Angela's punching air right now.
He doesn't even do it every day, right?
Every time I see his close friend story, he's
Yeah.
smoking a stogie.
Still, no, but yeah, I'm enjoying this lifestyle though. It was really good.
It's kind of like an hour of peace for me.
Yeah.
And I don't get that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should do the float tank. Dylan told me he did it. He does it a lot actually, because Blaine told him to do it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. And Dylan did it a while back. He shuts off all the lights, and all of your senses are just turned off.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, he pays $100 an hour for it, which is crazy.
Well, I mean, isn't the proper name a sensory deprivation tank?
You know what, man? I don't know.
I think that's what the proper terminology for it is.
Yeah. So basically, it shuts off all of your senses, and for that whole hour, you just literally think of decompressing. That's it. Like nothing on your mind. You're sitting in there, just like
buoyant.
Float, yeah, just buoyant. my word of the day, my word of the podcast, buoyancy. But yeah, one day we'll do that for the fucking the shits and gigs.
I wouldn't be against trying it, when we actually have time. But last thing that I want to talk about, because we have been on a roll this episode.
This is great.
Not knowing the rules of powerlifting before competing.
Like not showing up to the meet with a singlet.
Okay. So again, this isn't to take shots at anybody at all, because like I love the fact that powerlifting has grown so much versus when I first started.
This is with anything though. It doesn't have to be the power. Like, would you walk into a basketball game with slides on?
Well, and this is true. I guess it's a little bit more relatable to powerlifting because like people take a look at it like, oh yeah, it's just like a regular gym day, just squatting, benching, and deadlifting, and that's it. But no, there's like proper rules to it and stuff. But I guess it can apply to anything. Like if you're going to play pickleball and you show up without whatever
a racket.
I don't know why that's becoming a thing.
It's a paddle. It's a paddle, I think.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is, but I'm addicted to pool, guys. I love pool.
But just please make sure that like whatever you participate in, you know the rules of the sport and the execution of everything before you even sign up.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. That is like there's no debate. Like you're just gonna embarrass yourself if you like I remember my first meet. I jumped the command on bench, and I was like, "The fuck? There's a rack command?"
Yeah.
And yeah, no, that's not fun. It doesn't feel good. And I'm advising you now to study up the rules, please, because you're gonna learn the hard way.
I mean, the way I look at it, it's more of like a waste of money. Like you pay $100 to sign up. It's like, oh damn, I bombed out because I didn't pay attention to anything.
I bombed out because I didn't have my deadlift socks.
I'm proud to say that I've never bombed out of a meet. I just realized that. I don't know how many meets I've done in my life, but I've never bombed out. I'm gonna keep up that streak.
I bombed out once. I didn't even go out to Delta.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
I mean...
that doesn't count. That doesn't count. I didn't bomb out.
You committed seppuku after
yeah,
bench.
no, honestly, bro. After I finished bench, I went to my family and I was like, yep, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I'm ready to leave.
What are your thoughts on Threads? We've been on it for like a little over a week now. You feel like it's gonna die?
I don't care, bro. I'm still gonna use it. It's not gonna be completely dead, but I'm still gonna use it.
Yeah. I think we need to give it a little bit more time to like truly determine like the direction that it's gonna go, even though it's basically like Twitter.
There's a lot of bugs. You notice that?
No.
Yeah, no. One, like the algorithm, like your homepage, it just shows you things like I don't give a shit about like what Kim Kardashian is doing. I don't care about like half of these people that are on my homepage. Like, show me my following, show me like one or two things maybe outside of that, and then I'm good. You know, and if there's another tab to see all that stuff, then yeah, make that the whole separate tab. Don't clutter my home feed with stuff I don't want to see. That's probably like the only thing. And Twitter does a good job of like organizing that, and hopefully they can just clean, because like I said, it's just really messy with that. And there's no like direct messaging system on Threads, which sucks because like I want to send memes to all my friends.
You know what I just realized, Nico? We've been recording this whole time without it recording.
Oh God.
Well, enjoy camera audio.
Oh God. There's no way.
God damn it, man.
I'm gonna shoot myself.
We're continuing the episode as is. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter.
You're the Lincoln Park.
God damn it, man. The last thing that we checked.
Shit, man. I knew I should have had like a shotgun mic or something into. Fuck.
It's okay.
I'm crying mathematically right now.
Oh no.
This episode was so good.
It was such a good episode.
Oh, that's my fault. Let's just pretend that it's on, so I don't feel as bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's end the episode, please. Do the outro, Tim.
Oh God. Well, guys, this has been another episode of Now I'm Mad. Because now we're actually mad.
I'm upset. Fuck, dude, this is such a good episode.
Oh no.
It's okay. The internal microphone on the cameras are alright. Not as good as this shit mic though.
Yeah, it is what it is. Well,
maybe if we're lucky.
Oh no, it's not recording at all.
Maybe if we're lucky.
Maybe if we're lucky.
Can you just lie to me, damn it?
Maybe if we're lucky, it was recording.
Alright, guys.
I started sweating. Oh God.
I'm gonna fucking seppuku myself.
Damn it.
Oh.
Well, guys.
Oh,
This has
God.
been another episode of Now I'm Mad. I've been your co-host, Tim Thebodeau.
Why am I still talking into the mic?
This has been your co-host, Nico Flores. We're probably going to jump off the building because we weren't properly recording this episode, but you know what? It's all right. Make sure you're following us on Instagram at now. I was about to say Stim.
You know what? Sidebar. I forgot my mic yesterday. We could have recorded this whole episode yesterday if we're going to do the same thing. Fuck, dude. Oh my God.
We'll catch you guys on the next episode.
See you guys later. Fuck!